Hey, welcome to Rise's Vocal Quick Tips, and I'm Rosemary. I'm the vocal instructor at Rise, and today we'll be talking about breath. We're going to talk about some exercises and to properly breathe. So, for some proper techniques to take a deep breath or just breathing it with singing in general, you actually don't want to make a sound because you don't necessarily make a sound when you breathe, when you blow out all your air and then it just comes in because that's the pressure that your lungs have because your lungs actually do it for you already. And so, some techniques to understand how to properly breathe would be to put your hands on your diaphragm so it's right under your rib cage in the front, and you could put it on your sides or right in front. What a short breath looks like would be like to raise your shoulders and your chest, right? That is not a deep breath, and it will actually expand lower. So that's why you put your hands here and breathe in. So you see the difference, how this expands out instead of expanding up. So we're going to do a small breathing technique. So we're going to blow out for 4. Blow out. We're going to continue that. So that's just an example of how it goes. So let's do that 2 times, and you could do this on your own. Please do not do these techniques while using any machinery, just for your safety. So blow out for 4, breathe in for 8, blow out for 8. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Blow out. Blow out. Breathe in. Blow out. So those are some ways that you can work on your breath, and you could even arrange it to only breathing 4 counts or 2 counts, even less than 1 count. It could be a quick breath. And that way you could practice with breathing, and also when you have singing lines that are really long and you only have a quick breath. So for this one, we're going to actually do different counts. So we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 8, and then we'll do a breathe out for 16. Okay? And if you can't do 16, just do 12. Blow it all out. Okay? And then remember, we're going to breathe in on 4, hold for 8, blow out for 16. Ready? Blow it all out. Breathe in. And hold. And breathe out. Yeah, so it's not too bad once you get the breathing exercises going. And if you feel like you could go longer, like even 20 or 24 counts, then yeah, I would recommend doing it. But make sure that you are focusing on the singing aspect, but make sure that you are not doing anything at the same time so that way you don't pass out or anything like that. So if you need to take a breath, please take a breath. And yeah, those are some ways to help you with your breathing, and that way you can prolong your singing. So, for an example of how to utilize breathing techniques in a song, I'll use Elvis Presley's Can't Help Falling in Love. We'll show you areas where I want to breathe and I want to not breathe. So the first line goes, wise men say, I'll take a breath. There. Only fools rush in breath 'cause I can't help breath falling in love with you. So, those are intentional breaths. And it's super important to always make notes of when you're going to breathe and when not to breathe when you're going to carry out a line, because I could even change it and I'll show you how I'll change it. But this is how I intentionally want to do my breathing for that song. Wise men say only fools rush in, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. So I actually had a breath before falling in love, breath with breath, you. So this is how Ingrid Michaelson sings it. However, Elvis Presley sings it very differently, right? If it's more upbeat, right? Because that was very slow. It could be no breath until the line ends. So, or breath all the time. So I'll show you an example of both for just the first line. So a breath until the end. Wise men say only fools rush in. So that's an example of no breath. And it makes the line carry out. Versus with more breaths. Wise men say only fools rush in. So you could use those breaths as space. And we will actually talk more about that in another video when it comes to freestyling and improv. However, space allows the connection of the musical notes to not be tied together. And so breath is super important to make sure that that's what you're intentionally doing with your musical choices. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, hit like down below. Subscribe if you want to see more vocal tips with us. And if you have any questions or requests of videos, please comment down below. See you guys later.